You see, critical thinkers like myself, people who actually read the law documents and read the evidence, instead of listening to bloggers, knew this was the case. We knew Tory shot Meghan because any other explanation just made no sense. It made no sense. It makes no sense. And before I go into what I want to say, I want it to be clear Tory is currently serving time in prison because while he did shoot Meghan, he was also on probation. And in the state of California, the people that brought the charges against him, not Meghan, if you are on probation, you cannot be around a firearm or discharging a firearm. That's why he got 10 years. And let me also remind everybody, he had an opportunity to take a plea bargain. And for reasons I'm not particularly sure, maybe he didn't want to get deported, maybe he didn't want the designation, I don't know, or maybe he was just assuming or being gassed up by bloggers. He thought he could take this to court and make Meghan look bad. Making Meghan look bad does not take away the fact that you shot her. Talking about her body count does not take away the fact that you shot her. Talking about the fact that the two of you had sex has nothing to do with did you shoot her. And more importantly, not just did you shoot her, you should not have been around a firearm when you were on probation, Tory, and you knew that. But let me come back to the point here, because I know people have talked about it, but I want it on my channel and I want it for history. This is a legal document. This is an excerpt of the legal filings that were made when Tory Lanez made his appeal for a shortened prison time or to have a retrial. Let's talk about it. Shout out to Megan Kunif, who is the only person, mainstream reporter, who has packed emotion and is just reporting the facts. And it's a shame to our black community. When this trial was going on, people like Milagro, Lovely T, and all these bloggers, instead of looking at the facts, were building on hype. And I hope each and every one of you get the karma that you deserve. Let's talk about it. Straight from the excerpt. After hearing further argument from both the defense and the prosecution, the court concluded the prosecution had proven beyond reasonable doubt that the victim was vulnerable within the meaning of the rule. The court viewed Peterson's post-incident conduct as a major factor in aggravation in this case. With respect to the mitigating factors, the court found Peterson's participation in charitable causes not to be a significant factor. The court said the fact Peterson had been an asset to the community and had helped people out was not a recognized factor in mitigation, and what was important nonetheless. Similarly, the court stated Peterson's low risk of violent recidivism was not a major factor, but a factor. The only one of these filings Peterson challenges, listen to this, guys, on appeal is the vulnerable victim finding. Listen to what I'm saying. Referring to Harris's statement to prosecutors that she saw Peterson reach towards the center console threatening to shoot her. Peterson contends Pete should have recognized there were indeed signs that an armed individual may be in the vehicle, and thus had the ability to run or duck once she saw a gun being pointed at her. Now, why would he say that? Why would he say that if it was Kelsey that shot her? Why would he even bring it up in his appeal at all? You're on appeal. Why not just say, I didn't shoot her. I didn't shoot her. Kelsey reached for the gun. Why say that? And what I love about this is there were a lot of narratives that people were spreading. They struggled for the gun. Kelsey and Meghan were struggling with the gun. They were fighting with the gun. This clearly shows intent. He reached into the console, brought out a gun. Meghan, at that point, according to her testimony, was already out of the car, right? He brought out the gun and started pew-pewing at her. He intended to hurt her. Tory, 10 years is not enough. You are never getting out until you finish your time. And once you are done, they are sending your ass back to Toronto. And for those of you that believe, for whatever reason, despite all the evidence, that Meghan was not shot, you are very free to go and contact Tory Lanez in jail. He's not coming out. And frankly, to me, the time they gave him is not long enough. So frankly, thank you, Tory, for finally telling the truth. Everybody owes Meghan an apology.